Good morning to everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning to all. Um, so in today's turn, we are going to start our laboratory session. This one is a very first laboratory session. So we will see some of the introductory things. As discussed earlier, the laboratory session basically means this portion of Geoinformatics Lab 2, which will be covered by me. This particular portion can broadly be seen as in three parts. First part will be about the development of HTML. The second part is related to JavaScript. And the third part will be related to the development of WebGIS application by installation of different servers, web server, GIS server, and thereafter how to create OGC services over there. In this sequence, we will cover our laboratory session. This particular HTML is not just only useful over here in the laboratory session, but in the tutorial session also, when we will learn about the KML, keyhole markup language, there also this HTML part will be useful because everything is a tag-based language, both whether it is KML or it is an HTML, both are the tag-based languages. So both will be, the HTML will be useful over there. Coming to the HTML part, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, so HTML is a very basic web development language. For the study material, a book is already given to you. Apart from the book, if you see the other resources through which you can learn the HTML, there is W3 Schools. Okay, there is a website called W3 Schools. You can refer that one also. It is also a very good, very basic website. I will give you notes. And another thing is, make sure that you are performing the exercise. Okay. If you don't do the exercise, you will not remember, because over the time you need to remember the tags and other things, the syntax, the tags and other things of the HTML. And you can learn or you will remember these things only when you perform the coding. If you don't do the coding, you will never remember what is the tag, what is the meaning of that tag and other things. So make sure that you practice these things regularly. Okay. So I hope everyone has installed the Notepad++. Okay, because in this particular this HTML, JavaScript, everywhere we need Notepad++. There is as such no other software requirement. Okay, you just need Notepad++ and the web browser. So web browser is installed in everyone's systems. There is no problem in that one. But make sure that everyone have Notepad++. Okay, now let's start. So I have uploaded this PDF on WebGIS team. The title of this PDF is HTML. So write down in your, I hope everyone is carrying your copy. Okay, quickly bring your notebook and pen with you. You need to write down some of the things over here. So first thing is HTML. Write down the full form of HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext Markup Language. This one is the full form of HTML. All of the web pages, okay, when you open a web browser, whatever you search, whatever you see a web page. That web page is coded in which language? It is coded in HTML language. Okay, so whenever you see a web page, you basically see an HTML page over there. Okay, now there are some of the basic things over here. First one is URL. So URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. So URL is the web address for any of the websites. So whenever you write, as it is given in this example, First, there is protocol name, then there is a domain name, then there is a folder, then there is a file. So this one is a typical structure of a URL. Okay. So one part of a URL is the domain name, which helps to identify and locate the computer on the internet. To avoid confusion, each domain name is unique. Behind that name, there is a series of number called IP address, which gives the specific address. And thereafter, there is a folder location and then file location. So this is the URL. With the help of this URL, when you write down this URL on the web browser, you would be able to see the HTML page over there. Now, web server, right now we are not using a web server. Later on, we will use this web server. But web server is basically a combination of computer and the program installed on it. The web server will interact with the web browser. Okay. Whenever a browser make a request, the server will return some of the web pages, some of the results over there. So there are different types of web server. We will learn in detail about this thing in lecture session. But just for the namesake, the Microsoft Internet Information Services, this Microsoft Personal Web Server, Apache Tomcat, these all are the example of web server. Next thing is default web page. What is default web page? Like suppose if I write down google.com. Okay, so when I write down google.com, the page that appears on the front is called the index page, or it can be said as the home page. Okay, so default web page is the page that is returned by the server if no explicit document path is specified. Then it is called the default web page, home page, or index page. Web browser. Web browser is a piece of software that runs on a personal computer and enables us to view web pages. Web browsers, often simply called browsers, they interpret the HTML code and provide a visual layout displayed on the screen. For example, Microsoft Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Netscape Navigator. So these are the different web browsers. So whenever we create a website, we basically need to create web pages. Okay. What content we are placing inside our website or on web pages, it depends upon who are who are going to read that web page, means who will be our target audience. Based upon those target audience, the content of the web pages is decided, the language, the other things have been decided. Thereafter, we have to decide what is the purpose of the website. What will be the structure? Structure means how a person will navigate inside the website. Okay. Thereafter, all the contents are organized on a web page, and finally, all the web pages will get connected. Over the time, we will learn all these things as we do the exercises on the HTML. Okay. Now, coming to the HTML part, hypertext markup language. First thing is, it is the markup language for web pages. HTML elements are the basic building block of web pages. The most powerful feature of HTML is its ability to link text and image to another document or section of a document. These links are called hyperlinks. Browsers by default highlights the hyperlink with color and underline. So the purpose of a web browser is to read the HTML document and compose them into web pages. Most browsers have source view menu option, which displays the HTML code of the web page. Now, there is a term called markup language, which is used over here, whether it is HTML, hypertext markup language, KML, keyhole markup language, GML, geography markup language. What is the meaning of this term markup language? Okay. So it is where we can embed special tags or formatting commands in the text. When we use tags, okay, then we say that it is a markup language. What is tag? Tag basically, in case of HTML, tag basically tells how to display the content, how to display the text or image, whatever it is used over there. The tags basically tells how to manage the whole web page. So the tags, any language that uses the tags, they are called the markup language. Then there is visiving editor. Visiving means what you see is what you get. Right now we are going to learn how to code the HTML pages, but many times we do not perform the coding. There are the tools like, like everyone have used, if you open a MS Word and then you can make different types of designs over there. Okay, you can create your own forms over there. There is no need to do any type of coding. The user just need to drag and drop some of the component over there, and the coding part will be done in the background, not by the developer. So such type of editors are called visiving editor. In that case, you do not have to code everything. You just need to draw the things. The coding will be done automatically. Like Macromedia, Dreamweaver, Adobe Go Live, Microsoft Front Page, these all are the example of visiving editor. What you see is what you get editor. Now coming to the main part, which is about how to create an HTML document. Okay, what you need to do, first of all, you need to open a notepad. Okay, like I have opened this one. Okay, so like this way, you need first of all open the notepad plus plus. Here on this text editor, you will write the HTML code. Once you have done the writing of this HTML code, you need to save this code. Make sure when you are saving the file, the extension should be .html. Okay, the extension should be .html over there. So with the help of this .html, you can save your file, and thereafter you need to open your web browser like this. Okay, you need to open the web browser. On this web browser, press Ctrl O. So this is how, with the help of this, you can open your HTML file. Okay. The main thing is when you are performing for coding, first of all, you need a text editor like this, Notepad++. Here you will do the coding. You need to save it by .html extension. Thereafter, you need to open that file on the web browser. Whenever you make any modification in the code, you need to save that code and press the refresh button on the browser so that the changes will appear on the screen. Coming to the tags, we will learn about them. Okay. First about the necessary tags. Okay. All the HTML pages need to have three basic tags. First, HTML tag. Second, head tag. Then, third one is the body tag. Okay, these are the main tags that is always present in the HTML page. HTML head body. Okay, when we see the head tag, it basically contains the information about the document, like title of that document, and the body. Inside the body tag, all the content that will be displayed on the screen will be written down. Okay, the tag has two parts. Okay, the HTML tag is a command that tells the browser how to display a content on a web page. Every tag is surrounded by a angle bracket, as you can see over here, B and I. Okay, so there will be an angle bracket over here. This one shows the start of the tag, and then the closing tag is given by slash, again the same name. Okay, this is how we place a start tag and end tag, starting off, turning off. Okay, so the tags will always come in a pair. There are few exceptions like BR tag, LI tags. There are few exceptions that where only a single tag came. Otherwise, the first tag turns the action on and the second turns it off. Okay, the second tag starts with a forward slash. This is how we create a tag. Then there is another thing called attribute. Within the tag, there will be an attribute or more than one attribute. So many tags have additional aspect that we can customize. These options are called attributes and are placed after the tag, but before the final bracket. Each attribute has a value which comes after an equal sign and placed within quotation mark. Okay. Now, first of all, write this thing down in your copy. This HTML head title, this structure is the basic structure. Whatever coding we are going to do, every content will be placed like this way. Okay. Only the places which are shown by a dotted line, okay, which are shown by a dotted line, these will be changed. At these location, more content will be inserted. Otherwise, the overall structure will be same. Okay. See how this is written. First, there is an HTML code starting opening in the line 1C. There is an opening HTML tag. Inside the HTML tag, all the content will be placed between the starting HTML tag and closing HTML tag. See the closing HTML tag /HTML. Between the starting and the closing HTML tag, all the content is placed. Coming to the first one, which is the head tag. Okay. Inside the head tag, you will give the title tag. Whatever title you want to give to a page, what is title? Suppose I'm opening one of the page and see what is written at this place. I have placed my cursor over here. HTML tutorial is written over here. New tab is written over here. Suppose I open Google News. See, at the top it is written Google News over here. So this is what? This is the title. Okay. This one is the title. So inside the head tag, there will be a title tag. After that, you need to close the head tag and start the body tag. All the content which is displayed on the web page is written inside the body tag. You have to close the body tag and in the last, close the HTML tag. Write down this particular sequence. Quickly write it down in your copy so that you will always remember the basic structure. इस बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर को हमेशा याद रखिए. कई बार स्टूडेंट्स इस बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर को ही भूल जाते हैं, जैसे कब हमको कहाँ क्या चीज क्लोज करनी है. इसको एकदम हमेशा याद रखें कि कौन सी चीज किसके अंदर आती है, कहाँ क्लोज होती है. कंटेंट अंदर का जहां पर डॉटेड लाइन बनी हुई है दो जगह, वहां पर कंटेंट बदलेगा. रेस्ट ऑफ द स्ट्रक्चर बिल्कुल सेम रहता है. तो इस स्ट्रक्चर को याद रखिए. कहाँ क्लोज हो रहा है, कहाँ ओपन हो रहा है, ये हमेशा ध्यान रखिए. गलत जगह पर क्लोज कर देंगे तो भी गलत हो जाएगा. क्लोजिंग टैग नहीं लगाएंगे तो भी प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगी. और एक चीज, HTML एक लीनियंटली टाइप्ड लैंग्वेज है. मींस अगर आपने कभी सी पर कोडिंग करी हो या जावा पे कोडिंग करी हो और वहां पर कोई एरर आता है, तो कंपाइलर कोड को रन नहीं करने देता. एक छोटा सा आपने एक डॉट भी गलत लगा दिया, सेमीकोलन भी गलत लगा दिया, तो कोड एग्जीक्यूट वहां नहीं होता है. इस कारण से उन्हें स्ट्रिक्टली टाइप्ड लैंग्वेज कहा जाता है. यहाँ पर ऐसा नहीं है. यहाँ पर अगर आपने टैग क्लोज नहीं भी किया प्रॉपरली तब भी काम हो जाता है, बट आउटपुट कई बार सही नहीं आता उस कारण से. तो इसलिए ये काम कैजुअली कभी नहीं करना कि हमने कभी क्लोज कर दिया कभी नहीं किया. ये कैजुअल अप्रोच मत रखिएगा. हमेशा याद रखिए कि कहाँ क्या चीज ओपन हो रही है और कहाँ क्या चीज क्लोज हो रही है. तो ये कुछ फ्यू लाइंस ऑफ कोड जो आपके सामने लिखा है, इसको हमेशा से याद रखिए. ठीक है, तो इसको जल्दी से अपने कॉपी पे नोट डाउन करिए, फिर आगे चलते हैं. So if all of you have written it down in your copy, then open the notepad and write the same thing in your notepad also. We are going to create our very first HTML page over here. If you are done with writing it on in your copy, write the same thing in the notepad plus plus.
Ma'am,
If
from
any,
where we can get this Notepad++ from Microsoft Store or directly we have to download it?
you can download it directly. If you can find that one on the store, then you can download it from there. Otherwise, you can simply Google it and you can get the link. And if
Okay.
anyone has any problem right now in downloading the Notepad++, you can use the regular Notepad. Okay. But from the next turn, make sure that you have the Notepad++. If it is not available right now, then you can use simple Notepad. बट माई सजेशन इज डोंट यूज नोटपैड, यूज नोटपैड प्लस प्लस, क्योंकि इसमें आपको इंडेंटेशन देने का, थोड़ा कलर वगैरह का भी अभी आप देखेंगे आगे चल करके. अभी के लिए यूज कर लीजिए नोटपैड, बाकी स्टूडेंट्स भी अभी के लिए आज के टर्न के लिए नोटपैड यूज कर लीजिए, बट फॉर द फ्यूचर क्लासेस मेक श्योर दैट यू हैव इंस्टॉल्ड नोटपैड प्लस प्लस इन योर सिस्टम. तो जल्दी से इसको, जो भी ये सामने कोड है कॉपी में हो गया होगा, इसको नोटपैड या नोटपैड प्लस प्लस जो भी आपके एंड पर अवेलेबल है उस पर इस पूरे कोड को लिखिए, जिससे कि हम लोग अपना पहला HTML पेज बनाएं. Everyone, make sure that you are using a forward slash. Okay, don't use the backward slash, use forward slash. For closing of any tag, forward slash is used. I think so all of you must have written it down. So let's see what will happen. See, carefully see my screen. I'm giving the title. What will be the title? Suppose I'm giving title, Hello World. Okay. Now I am writing it down. Hello World. This is my first HTML page. I have coded it all by myself. Okay, so I have written few lines over here. All of you write it down in your copy. Sorry, in your system. Write it down this thing. So all of you must have written it down. Now we are going to the next step. We are going to save this document. How to save this one? Whatever you are using, go to the file and click on save as. Okay. In the save as, write it down first underscore page like this. Just like the way I have written it down, first underscore page, and thereafter write it down .html. Okay. If you are using Notepad++, if you are using just simple Notepad, write it down first underscore page .html. If you have Notepad++, then you can select save as type, and in save as type select hypertext markup language file. If you are having Notepad++, select save as type hypertext markup language file. If you are using simple Notepad, write down the file name and thereafter write down .html. Okay. Now let's see. I am opening this one in my folder, and I am going to click on my first underscore page. I'm double clicking on this one. Yes. As you can see it over here now, hello world is coming over here, and my content is coming over here. Hello world, this is my first HTML page. I have coded it all by myself. Everyone, perform this thing by yourself. Okay then, I hope everyone have done this one. किसी का प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है ये काम होने में? वन बाय वन में पूछ रही हूँ. आलोक, आपका हो गया?
Ma'am, 1 minute, please.
Okay, okay.
मैम ओपन कैसे करना है एक बार बता दीजिएगा.
इसको आप दो तरीके से ओपन कर सकते हैं. या तो जिस फोल्डर में, जैसे मेरा इस फोल्डर में जा करके आया है, फर्स्ट पेज है, दिख रहा है. हम इस पर डबल क्लिक, इस पर राइट क्लिक कर लीजिए. हो सकता है शुरू में आपका ओपन ना हो. इस पर राइट क्लिक करके यहाँ ओपन विद में गूगल क्रोम कर लीजिए. ठीक है. राइट क्लिक करके ओपन विद करके गूगल क्रोम कर दीजिए. अगर इसको करने में कोई दिक्कत आपको हो रही है, दूसरा तरीका क्या है इसको करने का, सेम चीज हमने क्रोम खोल लिया, ठीक है, क्रोम खोल लिया और इसमें कंट्रोल ओ, ओपन के लिए जो कमांड होता है कंट्रोल ओ, ठीक है, उसमें अपने फोल्डर लोकेशन पे चले गए, कंट्रोल ओ किया, अपने फोल्डर के लोकेशन में गए, यहाँ देखिए यहाँ पर मेरा पेज आ रहा है, इस पर डबल क्लिक कर दिया और पेज खुल जा रहा है।
मैम मेरे टाइटल में हेलो वर्ल्ड नहीं आ रहा है, एक सेकंड, कहाँ गया हेलो वर्ल्ड टाइटल?
अपने टाइटल के अंदर डाला है
हेलो वर्ल्ड मैम, तो आ नहीं रहा है, जहाँ टैब होता है वहां पे।
ओके, बाकी पेज ओपन हो रहा है?
हाँ मैम।
ओके, नेक्स्ट अरुण, आपका हो रहा है? अरुण, ओके, नेक्स्ट भगत,
यस मैम।
हो जा रहा है?
हाँ यस मैम, रन हो गया।
ओके, प्रवीण,
यस मैम।
हाँ बताइए।
मैम आई एम अटेंडिंग क्लास इन फोन।
फोन से अटेंड कर रहे हैं तो कम से कम अपने कॉपी पे, जब लैपटॉप आपका आ जाए वापस रिपेयर होकर के, तो आप उस पे करिएगा। अभी एटलीस्ट अपने कॉपी पे इस कोड को लिखिए, है ना? ऐसा नहीं
ओके
कि
मैम,
मोबाइल
लिखे
से
हैं।
कर रहे हैं तो हम लिखेंगे नहीं, आप कॉपी पे लिखिए, जब सिस्टम आ जाएगा तब उस पे करिएगा। ओके, नेक्स्ट रुचि।
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Done?
I'm installing Notepad.
नहीं, नोटपैड प्लस प्लस इंस्टॉल करो, नोटपैड तो
Yes,
होगा आपके पास
yes,
में।
ma'am. Notepad plus plus. Ma'am, actually install, but Notepad plus में बहुत कुछ लिख के आ रहा है मैम इंस्टॉल करने के बाद।
आप उसको अभी बंद कर दीजिए, आप नोटपैड पर एग्जीक्यूट कर लीजिए उसको, बाद में इंस्टॉल कर लीजिएगा, पहले नोटपैड पे इसको एग्जीक्यूट कराइए। नेक्स्ट शिवम।
Okay, ma'am.
यस मैम, डन।
ओके, सुमित।
डन मैम।
ओके, सुनील।
डन मैम।
ओके, जयश्री।
Yes, ma'am. Done.
ओके, यशोवर्धन।
Yes, ma'am.
डन।
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, अरुण,
यस मैम।
हो गया आपका?
मैम मेरा नेटवर्क इशू चल रहा है मैम।
नहीं, आपका ये एक्सरसाइज हो गई, जो एक्सरसाइज दी गई है?
यस मैम, मैंने प्रोग्रामिंग कर ली है मैम इसमें HTML में।
ओपन हो रहा है क्रोम में?
मैम ओपन तो मैंने अभी नहीं किया, बट मैम टाइप कर रहा हूँ मैम, अभी लिख लिया है मैम, करने वाला हूँ।
ठीक, ओके, देन वी विल वेट फॉर अरुण एंड रुचि। जब इन लोग का हो जाएगा तभी हम लोग आगे चलेंगे। आप लोग का जब हो जाए, अरुण और रुचि दोनों लोग बताइएगा, तो क्लास आगे चलेगी। मीनवाइल आलोक, आप अपना अपना आपका प्रॉब्लम रिजॉल्व हो गया?
नो मैम, मैम समझ नहीं आ रहा अभी तक।
यहाँ देखो, ये टाइटल इस जगह पर आपने लिखा है हेलो वर्ल्ड का।
यस मैम।
यहाँ ऊपर लिख करके आपके में नहीं आ रहा है? ऊपर यहाँ पे
वहां पे मैम फर्स्ट पेज लिख के आ रहा है मेरे में, जो मैंने फाइल सेव की है उस नेम से आ रहा है।
आप किसी दूसरे ब्राउजर पर एक बार ओपन करके देखिए।
ओके मैम।
मैम मेरा हो गया।
ठीक, ओके अरुण। ओके, मीनवाइल जब तक रुचि का अपना कंप्लीट हो रहा है, बाकी स्टूडेंट से काम करिए। अगर सपोज हमें इसका फॉन्ट साइज, फॉन्ट मतलब आप जब भी कोई वर्ड में कुछ टाइप करते हैं, इन दैट केस आप उसका फॉन्ट फेस देते हैं, फॉन्ट साइज देते हैं, फॉन्ट कलर देते हैं। आप इन सब चीजों को नेट पर सर्च करिए कि किस तरीके से मॉडिफाई किया जाता है। आई एम वेटिंग 2 और 3 मिनट्स मोर, तब तक आप इस चीज को ढूंढिए कैसे किया जाएगा। हाउ टू चेंज फॉन्ट face, how to change font size, how to change font color.
मैम
Yes.
मैम माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एज पे भी वैसे ही आ रहा है, जो मैंने फाइल नेम दी थी सेव करने के लिए उसी नेम से ओपन हो रहा है।
ओके ठीक है, आपका एंड में देखेंगे। आलोक आलोक आपका एंड में देखेंगे कि क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है।
ठीक है मैम।
Done, ma'am.
Okay, Ruchi. So next question was regarding there are so many tags and slowly we will learn about these tags. Okay. We are coming to that one. I was talking about the font. Okay. Like if I open any of the, suppose, like suppose I have written something down over here. Okay. And now I want to change its appearance, the appearance of this text. How we will change it? First of all, we will change the font face. Okay. This is called font face. Suppose I am using Korean New. This is the font face. Second one is font size. Okay. I can change the font size like this way. I can also change the font color. Okay. Like this. Now, this is done very simple way by using a menu-driven software. Now, how to perform the same thing on the HTML, how to change the font face, font size, font color, and other things. For this purpose, we have this tag called font, F-O-N-T. Font is the name of a tag. As I have told you earlier, there are two things, font and, tag and attribute. The font is the name of a tag. Size, face, color, which are written over here, are the name of attribute. Okay. The question is how we will remember what is the font, what will be the attribute. The answer is by repeatedly doing the exercise, by revising all these things repeatedly, by executing the codes over the time, automatically you will learn all these things. Okay. So suppose I want to change the appearance of this text. See how I'm going to do. Before the starting of this sentence, I will use tag, F-O-N-T. Remember one thing, HTML is not case sensitive. So it doesn't matter that whether you are typing it by capital letter or a small letter alphabet. It doesn't matter because it is not case sensitive. Font, or suppose I'm giving FACE, face equal to, inside the double quotes, whatever you are placing inside the attribute, the value of the attribute is placed inside the double quotes. So I'm giving it as Arial. Next, size. It is given, suppose I am giving it 20. Next is color. See the spelling, C-O-L-O-R, not C-O-L-O-U-R. Color, C-O-L-O-R. Color equal to, suppose I'm giving it red. I'm going to give it red. Then closing angle bracket. And once the text is completed, I have to need to place the closing tag, which is FONT /FONT. Okay. See, I have made these changes. I have saved the page. Now I am going to refresh my screen. See. Are you getting it? What is happening? The font tag is used along with 3 attribute, face, size and color. आप जब भी कोई भी टैग यूज करें, आपको ये याद रहना चाहिए कि उस टैग का नाम क्या है, उसके साथ में कौन कौन से एट्रीब्यूट होते हैं. समय के साथ में धीमे धीमे करके आप लोग अपने आप याद होता जाएगा आपको. अभी ये चीज नहीं है इसलिए अभी नहीं याद होगा, लेकिन 2-3 बार प्रैक्टिस जब आप करोगे तो अपने आप याद हो जाएगा. यहाँ पर फॉन्ट टैग को यूज किया गया है. इस फॉन्ट टैग के साथ में 3 अलग अलग एट्रीब्यूट लगाए गए हैं. पहला एट्रीब्यूट है फेस, जिसको इन जनरल हम लोग बोलचाल की भाषा में फॉन्ट कह देते हैं. वो बेसिकली फॉन्ट फेस होता है. एरियल, टाइम्स न्यू रोमन, जो भी आप इस तरीके का यूज करते हैं, ये सारे फॉन्ट फेस होते हैं. तो फेस की वैल्यू यहाँ पर एरियल दी गई है. एरियल की स्पेलिंग ध्यान दे लीजिएगा, इट इज ARIAL. कई बार स्टूडेंट ARIEL लिख देते हैं और फिर वो चेंज नहीं होता, तो स्पेलिंग ध्यान रखिएगा. फॉन्ट फेस में फेस की स्पेलिंग, फेस में एरियल फॉन्ट की स्पेलिंग ARIAL है. देन साइज जो होता है वो पिक्सल में यहाँ दिया जाता है, सो इट्स 20 पिक्सल. कलर देने के भी बहुत सारे तरीके होते हैं, जिसको आगे चल करके हम लोग और अलग तरीके देखेंगे. हेक्सागन कोड्स दिए जाते हैं, हेक्साडेसिमल कोड दिए जाते हैं, लेकिन अभी हम लोग बहुत ही सिंपल कलर के लिए यूज कर रहे हैं कि कलर का जो भी नाम है, रेड, ब्लू, ग्रीन, येलो, पिंक, जो आपको देना है वो सिंपली यहाँ पर लिख दीजिए. ठीक है. उसके बाद में जितना भी कंटेंट आपको इस तरीके का चाहिए वो आप लिख देंगे. उसके बाद में फॉन्ट को क्लोज कर देंगे. सपोज अगर आपको कोई कंटेंट आगे चाहिए जो कि इस तरीके के फॉन्ट में ना हो, जैसे सपोज आई वांट दिस लाइन टू बी सिंपल. ठीक है. अब ये देखिए, ये हमने आउटसाइड द फॉन्ट टैग लिखा है, आई वांट दिस लाइन टू बी सिंपल. सेव, रिफ्रेश. देख रहे हैं आपने जैसे ही क्लोजिंग टैग लगाया उसके बाद में आप जो भी कंटेंट लिखेंगे उस पर उसका इफेक्ट नहीं होगा. टर्निंग ऑफ हो जा रहा है, उस टैग का इफेक्ट वहां पर हम खत्म करा दे रहे हैं. बाय प्लेसिंग क्लोजिंग टैग वहां पर उसका इफेक्ट खत्म हो जा रहा है. देयरफॉर आगे जाकर के जो लाइन नंबर 9 में हमने लिखा आई वांट दिस लाइन टू बी सिंपल, उसमें कोई भी फॉर्मेटिंग और रेड कलर और फॉन्ट साइज बड़ा सा ऐसा कुछ भी आपको नहीं दिख रहा है. ठीक है. बाकी लोग भी अपना ट्राई करिए इसको. अपने पसंद का फॉन्ट दीजिए, उसका साइज बदलिए, उसका कलर बदलिए।
मैम
यस यस,
टाइटल जो मैम लिखा है उसकी क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है मैम?
आपका ऑडियो नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, रिपीट करिए।
मैम टाइटल जो लिखा है मैम उसकी क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है?
मुझे आपकी आवाज नहीं क्लियर हो रही है, आप चाहे तो चैट बॉक्स में लिख दीजिए, मैं वहां पढ़ ले रही हूँ। ओके, व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ टाइटल? मीन्स टाइटल आप जो भी लिखोगे वो यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ दिखेगा, ये इम्पोर्टेंस होता है ना। अगर आप इसको नहीं लिखोगे और बहुत सारे टैब्स यहाँ पे मेरे खुले हुए हैं, अगर सपोज हमको न्यूज पढ़नी है तो हमें पता है कि हमें कौन से टैब पे जाना है ना। हमको अपना जो MS टीम्स पे जाना है तो हमें पता है हमें कौन से टैब पर जाना है। सो टाइटल जब रहेगा आपको पता है कि आपका टैब कौन सा है, ठीक है। तो टाइटल इसी कारण से यहाँ पर दिया जाता है। I hope this one is done by everyone. Now coming to the next part. Suppose I want to write down a heading. Okay. COVID news. This one is the heading of this title, of this content. What I can do, I have written it down and then I can use headings over here. Heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. There are different heading options over here. Okay. We can use directly available headings over here. We can perform the same thing in our code also. Suppose I want to give some heading. How we can do that thing? Headings, it is available in 6 level of importance from H1 down to H6. Okay. Heading tags are similar to the heading used in word processor like Microsoft Word. H1 produces large text. Remember this thing. H1 produces large text that is approximately 24 points in size by default. And H6 creates a small text at sized at 8 or 9 points. Okay. So let's see. कैसे इसको करेंगे? Suppose H1. Okay. Then you will write down the heading. My first heading. Okay. Thereafter, you need to close this heading. H1. Okay. I have written down my first heading. And now I am refreshing my page. See what is happening over here. Okay. Now I am using another H2 second level slash H2, then H3 third level slash H3, fourth level, then H5 fifth level, then H6 sixth level. Okay, now I'm saving it, refreshing the page. Okay, यहाँ difference आपको दिख रहा है? First heading, second heading, third heading, fourth, fifth. What is happening over here? You can see. और इसको clearly देख लीजिए. So this is how the whole content is used. Now, see what will happen. Suppose if I didn't place this closing tag, okay? I have removed this closing H6 tag. See what will happen. Nothing has happened. Okay. Although it is not showing any effect on the final output, but still this code is not correct. Why it is not showing any effect? Because after that there is another tag called font and its effect has been started. So that's why it is not having any effect if I am not placing the closing tag over here, but still this code will not be correct. So you need to make sure that you are placing all the closing tags properly over here. Is this clear to everyone? Heading वाला section सबको समझ में आ गया कैसे हो रहा है? किसी को कोई डाउट है तो वो पूछिए. Okay then. So I am giving you 10 minutes break right now, and thereafter we will start further to learn some more tags which are related to the formatting of any content. So 10 minutes break.
हाँ
So let's start the class again. We were discussing about the font. Okay, so you have learned the first tab called attributes are
Ma'am, audio.
available now.
Audio is breaking. So you are allowed.
Okay, is it okay now? Audio is okay now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you have learned about the font tag. In the font tag, you have learned about 3 attributes inside that one: font tag with size, face, and color as the attribute. Okay. Just make sure that you are writing the correct spelling, okay? Then you have learnt about the heading. There are 6 levels of heading, H1 up to H6, okay? Now, suppose I want to add a line over here, okay? I want to draw a line over here. How will I draw a line? Like this, okay? You can see it over here. I can draw a line over here. How to do this thing in this HTML? In HTML, if you want to draw a line, horizontal rule or HR tag is used. Okay, we can separate section of web page by using HR tag. By default, this tag produces a thin gray line, horizontal line called horizontal rule. Okay. See. I'm using a heading.
That it will be only in green color.
Which one?
Ma'am, that horizontal line that will always be in green color only.
No, no.
I mean definition it was written.
By default, this tag produces a thin gray horizontal line.
Sorry, ma'am, that was gray.
Yeah.
It will always be in gray only.
Yeah, it will be in gray color. Okay, suppose this one is my heading, and after this heading, I want to place a line. So I can add HR tag over here. Okay, like this, I can place HR tag over here. See, a horizontal rule is coming after that one. Now, suppose I do not want this formatting, the red color, this size, I can use this. Comments, okay? So if you place anything like this way, angle bracket, exclamation sign, double hyphen, this is comment, double hyphen, angle bracket close. So if you place anything inside this comment place with this particular tab combination, in that case, it will be commented. Commented means its effect will be removed. So sometimes we might not want our website visitor to see personal comments we have added to our web page. For this, comment is used. After the opening bracket, an exclamation sign and 2 hyphens signify the beginning of a comment. A place should appear after the opening comment code as well as before the closing comment code. 2 hyphen and closing bracket signify end comment. Comments are not restricted in size but can cover many lines at a time. If we forget to close our comment line, the rest of the page will not appear in browser. Okay. So यहाँ क्या कहा जा रहा है कि अगर आपको कोई भी चीज कमेंट में डालनी है, क्योंकि कोडिंग में ये प्रैक्टिस होती है कि हम जहां कहीं भी कोई लॉजिक देने की कोशिश करते हैं, कहीं किसी को कोई चीज एक्सप्लेन करते हैं, कई बार कोडर और टेस्टर अलग अलग लोग होते हैं या वो कोड फ्यूचर में कोई और यूज करेगा, एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए हम उसमें कमेंट्स डालते हैं। कमेंट ऐसा कंटेंट होता है जो फाइल में लिखा जाता है लेकिन वो एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होता, तो वही कमेंट ऐड करना यहाँ पर बताया जा रहा है। इसी कमेंट को यूज करके हम किसी इफेक्ट को रिमूव भी करा सकते हैं। आप देखिए यहाँ पर क्या होगा, यहाँ पर हमने इस लाइन नंबर 9 को कमेंट कर दिया, इट मींस उसका इफेक्ट अब नहीं आएगा। इसको देखिए हमने सेव करके, तो इस तरीके से कमेंट को यूज किया जाता है। कमेंट किसी अपने को कुछ सेक्शन को एक्सप्लेन करना है, अगर आपको, आप उसको भी यूज कर सकते हैं। किसी लाइन के इफेक्ट को रिमूव कराना है तब भी वहां पर हम कमेंट करके उसके इफेक्ट को रिमूव करा सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो यहाँ अभी आपने क्या देखा, HR टैग देखा, कमेंट टैग देखा। HR टैग के साथ आप और भी चीजें यहाँ पर इंक्लूड करा सकते हैं। सपोज आप इसकी विड्थ बढ़ाना चाहते हैं, ठीक है, यहाँ HR टैग में आप देख सकते हैं अलाइन। अलाइन का इतना कोई इफेक्ट होता नहीं है, बट लेफ्ट सेंटर राइट जस्टिफाई आप अलाइन कर सकते हैं। नो शेड 3D फ्लैट लुक के लिए होता है, ये भी बहुत यूज नहीं होता। थिकनेस साइज, यस थिकनेस के लिए होता है, तो आप साइज यहाँ पर पिक्सल के टर्म्स में दे सकते हैं। विड्थ, अगर आपको फुल लेंथ का नहीं बनाना, छोटा बनाना है, इन दैट केस आप विड्थ को यूज कर सकते हैं। इसके इफेक्ट को दिखा दे रहे हैं। HR सपोज साइज इक्वल टू सपोज 5, width equal to suppose say 200. Okay. So width इस तरीके से इन एट्रीब्यूट्स को along with HR टैग आप यूज कर सकते हैं, साइज, विड्थ एंड अदर्स। तो यहाँ HR टैग के एट्रीब्यूट हो गए, ये कमेंट हो गया। इसको एक बार आप लोग भी करिए एंड देन और टैग्स के बारे में हम लोग देखते हैं। पहले इनको एग्जीक्यूट कराइए।
मैम
यस
मैम जो आपने ये कोड लिखा है जिसमें ग्रीन कलर से है मैम, उसका इफेक्ट तो दिख नहीं रहा है, तो क्या मैम वो कमेंट है?
हाँ, ये कमेंट के लिए ही होता है। एंगल ब्रैकेट, एक्सक्लेमेशन साइन और डबल हाइफन, ये जो होता है वो कमेंट के लिए यूज होता है। कमेंट दो तरीके से यूज होते हैं, जैसे बताया गया। अगर आपको अपनी कोई बात वहां पर लिखनी है, कोई चीज एक्सप्लेन करनी है, वहां पर भी आप कमेंट करते हो। अगर आपको किसी लाइन के इफेक्ट को रिमूव कराना है, उसको डिलीट नहीं करना आप चाहते, लेकिन उसके इफेक्ट को खत्म कराना चाहते हो कि फ्यूचर में हमें शायद इसकी यूज पड़े, तो भी हम उसको इस तरीके से कमेंट कर देते हैं।
ओके मैम।
Okay, now no, I have placed an enter over here. Okay, I want this line to be simple. Okay, so I have placed one enter over here, and the line has been changed in this code at this particular place. If I am refreshing it over here, this line change is not appearing, isn't it? If I am placing a line change, I have entered over here, and this line number 12. Okay, this line number 12 is a separate line, but you cannot see this line change over here in the output. How we can do this line change? Quickly search on the internet and find out which tag is used for this purpose. Suppose I want to change the line. As you can see it over here, even after placing an enter key, even after changing the line in the code, the same effect is not observed in the HTML page. Which tag shall be used for this purpose?
Yeah, ma'am, BR tag.
Yes, it is BR tag. It is break line. So this one is one of the exceptional tags, one that doesn't come in a pair. Okay, BR tag is a single tag, so it is written like this way, and see its effect. So when I am placing BR tag before line number 12, in that case you can see the line is getting changed. Okay, if I want to add some more line, BR slash again. Okay, so this is line break. Everyone try it by yourself. This line break tag, write it down, BR slash. Okay, and remember this thing, this break line, this BR tag is a single tag. It doesn't come in a pair. Just like the other tags like head, title, font, HR, all these tags comes in a pair, but BR tag is an exceptional tag. It doesn't come with a pair.
Ma'am, whether I'm using / after BR or not, it is not making any changes, ma'am. Means
it doesn't
would
matter if I am using a / and if I am even not using a /. Suppose I'm not using a / like this. Okay.
yes, ma'am.
It doesn't making any difference. Again, the same thing. It is quite means it is a lenient language, and many times if such type of mistakes have been done, and even if you haven't placed the /, even in that case it is working. Okay, but usually when you search about the BR tag, like suppose, at some of the places, again, you can see in this particular content, they are giving simple BR, but in some of the books, you will find it is BR slash. So you can use both BR or BR slash, both are working.
मैम
Yes.
मैम जो आपने हेडिंग दिया है फर्स्ट कोडेड पेज, अगर मैम मुझे इसे टॉप सेंटर में लिखना है या फिर टॉप राइट कॉर्नर में लिखना है तो मैम क्या करना होगा?
Okay. Use this align attribute. आप यहाँ देख रहे हो align equal to right कर दिया, वो अपने आप right side shift हो गया. चलिए. Next देखते हैं. Suppose I want to make a little bit indentation of hello world towards the right side. Okay. I am placing multiple space entities over here. Okay. I am pressing multiple times this space key over here, saving it and refreshing my page. But the effect is not appearing, isn't it? Even if I am placing multiple spaces in the line, its effect is not reflecting. Now, the next question is, find out how to place multiple gaps, multiple space in HTML document. You need to find out how to place multiple spaces in HTML document. Because if and right now I am placing multiple spaces, it is not coming in the output. The output is remains same.
Ma'am, it is saying use ampersand NBSP.
Yes. So suppose I want to place some gap between hello and world. Even if I place multiple gaps right now like this, the same will not appear in the output. In that case, I will use non-breaking space entity, NBSP. Sorry, ampersand NBSP. So I placed multiple ampersand NBSP. See its effect. Okay. Now you can see this effect. There is a gap now between hello and world. Why? Because I have placed this ampersand NBSP, non-breaking space entity. So what you need to learn over here in the HTML page, by simply pressing the space key, you will not get space. By simply pressing the enter key in the code, you will not get a line change in the output. If you want to place multiple space, in that case, you have to use ampersand NBSP. And if you want to change the line, you need to use BR tag. Okay, write it down in your copy and also use this thing in your code. Okay. Now I'm going to the next one. Next one is the P tag. P tag is a very useful tag. It is for the paragraph. Whenever you want to change a paragraph, means every time we do not use the BR tag. For the paragraphs, we use P tag. Okay. So if I want P tag, we'll change the line. Okay. So if you place anything with the P tag, I'll show you. So this one is my first paragraph. I have started it with a P tag. I have written down the content, and thereafter I need to place the closing P tag. Okay. Again, next paragraph, P tag. Again, closing P tag. Let's see it's okay. So this is how this P tag is used. P tag is used for the paragraph. You can associate some more thing, like suppose if you want to change the alignment, okay, just like in a Word, okay, in the Word document, if you want to change the alignment, you have this align text left, align text center, align text right, justify. So these different options are there in the Word. Here also you can use the align attribute along with the paragraph. Along with the paragraph, you can use this align. See its effect. Okay. Now, as you can see, the first paragraph is towards its right aligned. Okay. So by using such type of things, align and other things, you can associate some information with the P tag. Now, let's see how many tags we have learned today. So write down in a copy, quickly write it down in a copy, the number of tags that you have studied today. You need to write it down in a copy. The first tag was HTML. Second one, head. Quickly write it down in a copy. HTML, head. Then title. Fourth one is body. Next, P tag for paragraph. Then next, BR tag for line break. Then HR tag for horizontal line. Then H1 to H6 tag for heading. Then font tag. I'm getting a total number of 9 right now. Okay, I think so. Now everyone is very well aware about these 9 tags. There are some other very basic tags that you can use by yourself. Like suppose if you want to bold any content, you can use the P tag. For italics, you can use the I tag. You can use big tag, TT tag, smalls.
And ampersand NBSP was also there.
It is not a tag. It is non-breaking special entity. It is an entity. Okay. NBSP is not a tag, and if you see its syntax, it is not placed inside the angle bracket. Okay, so keep this thing in mind. NBSP is not a tag, it is entity. Okay, what is the difference between the tag and entity? We will learn later on. But right now, remember this thing that both are different. NBSP is an entity. So these are some other tags which are listed over here, but main tags have been explained to you. Okay. Now, in the next turn, what we are going to learn about the hyperlink. This section, the upcoming section, is very interesting because the heart of whole HTML is in hyperlink. मतलब पूरा HTML और इतना popular होने का reason ही hyperlinking है. So hyperlinking can be done in 2 ways: by using some text, by using some image. Both options are there. Then we can use section hyperlinking also. Later on, we will learn about it. So the next turn will be dedicated towards the hyperlink. What you have to do, I am going to upload some of the exercises, HTML exercises. Okay. This PDF will be uploaded to you. You need to do the exercise number 1. Okay. You need to do exercise number 1. I have not covered this image tab also. Okay. So try to perform this exercise 1. Some of the things have not been covered yet. You can try it by yourself. And if you have any problem, leave that thing. We will cover it in the next term. ठीक है, तो एक्सरसाइज 1 का जितना पोर्शन आपसे हो जाए करिएगा. जो पोर्शन अभी तक कवर नहीं हुआ है जैसे हाइपर लिंकिंग का, इमेजेस का, उसको छोड़ दीजिएगा. उसको हम लोग नेक्स्ट टर्न पे करेंगे. आज के टर्न पर हाइपर लिंक इसीलिए नहीं ले रहे हैं क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा कंटेंट एक दिन में कवर हो जाएगा. तो आज के लिए इतना ही है. आपको चीजों को अपने से प्रैक्टिस करना है. ठीक, और एक्सरसाइज में जितना आप कर पाए उतनी चीजों को आपको करना है अपने से. आज के टर्न के लिए कोई अगर कंफ्यूजन है तो वो आप लोग पूछ सकते हैं. ओके, नो कंफ्यूजन्स. चलिए अब 1 बाय 1 सबका नेम कॉल हो रहा है. आप लोग अपनी स्क्रीन शेयर करेंगे और जो जो एक्सरसाइज आज करी है उसको दिखाएंगे. ठीक है, आई एम स्टार्टिंग विद आलोक. आलोक स्क्रीन शेयर करिए अपनी.